Geeta Jhunjhunwala, Assistant Professor of Communication Skills, Department of Humanities and Sciences, Walchand Institute of Technology, Solapur. We are discussing about spotting errors. So, this is the part 2. In this session, we are going to discuss about the errors occurring in another parts of speech. So, learning outcome. At the end of this session, student will be able to understand the usage of grammatically correct forms of English grammar in day-to-day communication. So, verb tense mistakes. Verbs are tricky. In fact, they can be downright difficult to comprehend. When learning a new language, verbs and their conjugations are arguably the hardest part to master. It's common for people to accidentally choose an incorrect verb form. Overcoming verb tense errors is not merely an issue of mastering the ins and outs of a language. Such mistakes can easily lead to miscommunication. With that in mind, explore some common verb mistakes and how to avoid them. So, present and past tense, we are going to discuss about these two. The present and past tenses have some intimidating labels or multiple forms that represent different forms of present or past tense verbs, and mixing them up is a common error. Now, errors in verb forms. See, the first sentence is, it is raining for 2 days. So, it indicates that the rain is raining from 2 days. So, the action is started from before and still it is continuing. So, the correct answer is, it has been raining for 2 days. The next sentence, the baby is sleeping for 3 hours now. Now, here the correct answer is, the baby has been sleeping for 3 hours now. See, whenever we are using since or for, it indicates as a present perfect continuous. So, the correct answer is, has been sleeping. The next example, I have seen him yesterday. So, here the word yesterday, it is indicating as a past tense. So, we have to use simple past. So, the correct answer is, I saw him yesterday. Now, see the next type of examples. The sentence is divided into some of the parts and we have to find out the correction from those parts. So, in which part the correction is there. So, the first example, the blind deserves our sympathy. So, here the blind, it indicates as the whole class of blind, and that is why we have to use the verb deserve here. Whenever we are using a singular form, we use s or es to the verb, but here the blind is a class, the whole class of the blind, and that is why we should not add any s or es to the verb. So, the correction is found in the B section. The answer is B. The next example, bacteria is probably the most common form of the life on the earth. So, in this sentence, the correction is found in the first part. bacteria is always indicating as a plural form, and that's why the verb also it should be in a plural form. And the correct answer is R. Bacteria are probably the most common form of the life on the earth. So, option A is correct answer. The third example, while going through the report, yesterday I find several factual mistakes. Now, in this sentence, because the word yesterday is indicating as a simple past, so we have to use the verb also in a past tense. So, the correction is found in the C part, and the answer is found. Yesterday I found. Now, see, we can find out the errors whenever we are using subject verb concord. So, subject verb concord or agreement, it means subject of a sentence must agree with the verb of the sentence. If the subject is singular, the verb also should be in a singular form, or if the subject is in a plural form, the verb also should be in a plural form. See some of the rules of subject verb concord. When two subjects are connected by and, the verb must be used in plural form. But if they are connected by or, then verb must in singular form. See the example. He and I are good friends. Now here these two subjects are joined by and that's why these are the plural form of the subject. So definitely the verb also should be in a plural form. The next example, he or she was not responsible for that did. Now here these two subjects are connected by or. According to the rule, the verb must be in a singular form. The next rule, but if they are connected by or, neither nor, either or, then verb must be used according to the nearest subject. Now see the example, one or two books are needed. Now here also these two subjects are connected by or, but it is indicated that the verb must be according to the nearest subject. Now here the nearest subject is two books, and that's why it is in a plural form. So verb is also in a plural form. Neither Karim nor his friends were present for the meeting. Now in this sentence also the nearest subject to the verb is his friends. Now this subject is in a plural form, that's why we have to use the verb also in a plural form. The next rule, each and every text singular subject, singular verb. So each boy and girl has to attend the function. Now when the sentence preceded by each or every, it indicates as a singular subject, and that's why we have to use the verb also in a singular form. Then every man, woman and child was happy to meet with the president. So here also, though there are three subjects, it is preceding by every, that's why it indicates as a singular subject, so singular verb. The next rule is a plural noun denoting quantity or measurement of time, money, distance or weight as a unit takes a singular verb. See the example. 5 kilograms is not a heavy weight. Here this kilograms, though it is in a plural form, it indicates as a one unit, and that's why the verb is also in a singular form. 6 miles is not a long distance. So singular subject, singular verb. See the examples. Each of these players have been warned not to repeat the silly mistakes. So here the sentence is preceding by each, that's why it indicates as a singular subject. So definitely the singular verb also it should be there, and that's why the correction is in the B part. The second example, lime and soda is a digestive drink. So here there is no error, because lime and soda, though they are joined by and, it indicates as a one food or one unit, and that's why the answer is correct. The verb whatever it is used, it is a correct, and that's why there is no error. So you can choose the last option. The next example, 4 miles are not a long distance for young person like you. So here 4 miles is one unit, and that's why the subject is in a singular form. Definitely the verb also should be in a singular form. So the correction is found in the B section. So full error checklist. Whenever you are finding the errors, first do these things. Is the verb in the correct form or tense? Does it agree with the subject? Does the pronoun agree with the noun it's replacing? Is it in the correct case? Or is the preposition idiomatically correct? Does it incorrectly complete a word pair, or is the correct pronoun used for the context? So you have to check all these things whenever you are finding the corrections. These are the references. Go through all these references. Thank you.